polished PowerPoints, Word docs, Excel files, all auto-generated by Codex and fully editable. Here's how to set it up and use it step by step. First, download and install Codex. Once it's installed, open Codex and log in with your ChatGPT account. After you enter Codex, you'll see a few main sections in the left sidebar. The first one is Chat. This works pretty much like ChatGPT. Above that, you'll see Projects. Simply put, this is where you manage different projects. You can create one project for each project so your files and tasks stay more organized. Next, click Files on the right side, then choose Start from Scratch. This lets you create a new working folder from scratch. One thing to note is that this is not just a virtual folder inside Codex. It actually creates a real folder on your computer. Now let's take a look at plugins. Inside plugins, you'll find many useful tools. At the top, you can see two categories, plugins and skills. You can think of them this way. Plugins are more like functional tools. For example, they can help you create spreadsheets, documents, and PowerPoint presentations. Skills are more like specialized abilities or workflows, such as image generation, design tasks, content analysis, and more. Installing them is very simple. Just click the plus button next to the tool you want to install. Once it's installed, the button will turn into a check mark, which means the tool is ready to use. First, let's find Spreadsheets under Plugins. I've already installed it here. This tool is mainly used to create and edit Excel files or other spreadsheet documents. Click Try in Chat next to it. Codex will automatically add this tool to the chat input box, along with a sample prompt. Here, I'm going to slightly modify the prompt based on what I need. This section shows where the file will be saved. In this case, it will be saved inside the work folder we just created. Then, choose the model. Here, I'm using the 5.5 model. If you want the task to finish faster, you can set Speed to Fast. This helps Codex start processing more quickly, and it's useful for tasks that don't require very complex reasoning. Once everything is ready, click Send, and Codex will start working automatically. One very useful thing about Codex is that it can run multiple tasks in parallel. That means you don't have to wait for the first task to finish before starting another one. Now let's go back to Plugins and find Presentations. This tool can help us create editable PowerPoint files. Again, click the Try in Chat icon next to it. This time, let's just use the built-in sample prompt. After clicking Send, you can see that two tasks are now running at the same time. One is generating an Excel file, and the other is creating a PowerPoint presentation. While the tasks are running, Codex will show the token usage on the screen. You can also click the bottom left corner to check your remaining usage. Here, the PowerPoint file finishes first. Let's click the generated file to open it. After opening it, you can see that Codex has created a complete PowerPoint deck for us. We can not only preview the content, but also select specific text or elements and ask Codex to make changes. For example, I'll select this text and type, "Change the text to white." At this point, you'll see an annotation automatically appear in the input box. You can think of an annotation as a targeted edit for the content you just selected. In other words, Codex knows that you want to change this specific piece of text, not the entire page. After I click Send, Codex will automatically make the change based on that annotation. Next, I also want to make another piece of text a little bigger. So I'll select that text and type, "Make the text one size larger." Now you'll see a Steer button appear. This feature is very useful. When you click Steer, Codex can process multiple annotations at the same time. So instead of waiting for it to finish one edit before starting the next one, you can let Codex handle multiple local edits together. Now we can see that Codex has updated both areas. Next, click this button in the top left corner, and you'll see several ways to open the file. For example, you can open it in Keynote or Google Slides. If you click Open in Folder, it will open the folder directly on your computer. Now let's open it in Keynote. As you can see, the text, images, shapes, and other elements inside the presentation are all editable. It's not just a flat image. Next, let's check the Excel file we generated earlier. The spreadsheet content is editable as well. You can open it in other apps as well. Now let's create a Word document. In the input box, I'll type, "Help me write an analysis report on AI industry trends for 2026. Then I'll type to find and call documents. This tool can help us create, edit, or review Word files and Google Docs. Next, I'll type $to find and call ImageGen so Codex can create a header image for the report. One thing to note here, in Codex, is usually used to call plugins, and $, is usually used to call skills. But before you can use them, the tools need to be installed in Codex first. If a tool hasn't been installed, it may not show up when you try to call it. Now Codex starts generating the Word report, and it will also create a header image for the document. The document is ready. Let's open it and take a look. Here, I'm opening the Word file in Pages. As you can see, the title, body text, paragraphs, and images in the document are all editable. You can edit it directly in Pages or open it in Microsoft Word or Google Docs to continue working on it. However, when you generate a presentation using the default method, the content and visual style can sometimes feel a bit random, and you may still need to make a lot of edits afterward. So next, I'm going to use Codex's plan mode, together with a nice PowerPoint template skill, to create a better-looking presentation. First, we need to install a skill. This skill is not included in Codex by default, so we need to install it manually. Start a new chat, paste the skill URL into the input box, and then type, "Help me set up this skill." Here, an Allow Additional Access pop-up appears. Click Submit. After a short moment, you can see that the skill has been installed successfully. Next, start a new chat. I'll type, "Generate a PowerPoint presentation about Codex." Then I'll type $ to call the beautiful HTML template skill we just installed. After that, click the plus button and choose Plan Mode. The benefit of Plan Mode is that Codex works step by step and asks for your confirmation along the way. This helps avoid getting a final result that doesn't match what you wanted. Now click Send, and Codex will start working automatically. A window will pop up with 3 questions we need to answer. These questions help Codex understand the direction of the presentation. The first question is, what is the purpose of this presentation? The second question is, what visual style do you want? And the third question is, what output format do you want? Here, you can choose PPTX, HTML. After choosing the options, click Send. Then, Codex will ask 2 more questions. The first one is, who is this presentation for? The second one is, how many slides do you want? After answering these questions, Codex quickly generates the presentation content. Let's take a look. The content for each slide is already listed out. Here, I want to add a comparison between Codex and Claude Code. You can type it directly here, and Codex has already added it. Now Codex starts creating the PowerPoint. At this point, another confirmation pop-up appears asking for Allow Network Access. This is because we're generating both the PPTX file and the HTML version at the same time. Once it's finished, let's open and check the PPTX version first. Next, let's take a look at the HTML version. Here, it also created a clickable button. When you click it, it takes you directly to the Codex website. Now let's check this skill on GitHub. As you can see, it includes many templates in different styles, and each one has a strong visual design. Actually, we can ask Codex to generate a PowerPoint using any of these template styles. For example, let's try the People's Platform style. Go back to Codex and type, design another version in the People's Platform block and bold style with both PPTX and HTML. Very quickly, Codex generates a new version, so now we can automatically create PowerPoint presentations in different visual styles. And when we open them in Keynote, all the elements are still editable. Now let's take a look at the HTML version as well. We can also use other PowerPoint skills, like this one. It includes 2 templates and also supports animation effects. Let's use this template to generate another version of the PowerPoint. Go back to Codex, type $ to call this skill. Then enter. Use the new theme, Style B, Swiss International Style, to design the PowerPoint. After a short moment, let's check the result. As you can see, this version has a much better layout and a more polished visual design. It looks more like a complete professional presentation. Now let's look at the HTML version. Click here, and it opens the HTML file directly in the browser. I've put today's skills and prompts into this PDF, so you can download them directly. I'll keep sharing more Codex tutorials, including websites, videos, and more. I also have more videos on AI image and video generation, like precise image editing, watermark removal, denoising, and resolution enhancement. If you have any questions or ideas, leave a comment. And don't forget to like and subscribe.